part of the conversation.
Oh, dear Lord. And we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
That's
It's almost
great.
as if somebody timed it so that there were no
Dan.
comebacks to what they just said. Hello there, internet. Welcome to
Game Theory.
Friday? Is it Friday? What day is
Friday.
today?
It is Friday.
I know what day it is. I know what day it is when I get out of bed.
Oh my God, Dan, is this the same week that we started on Monday with our low energy sad
Just
live
the two
stream?
of us was like, please, just don't talk. Just please, why?
How is this the same week? This is the longest week in known history.
So there's 4 of us now, and hopefully the 5th will be joining us in time. Jesus. But yes, this is the first time I think 4 of us have been together since November, I want to say.
Yeah, before Christmas.
I mean, not that anybody's counting, obviously, but yeah, I think. And the plan is to have all 5 of us here, hopefully, and that will definitely not have happened since the thing that happens in the month of November that we don't talk about anymore. But nobody has T-shirts that they're massively attached to.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good. We went to, we have this place in town that we've just, near where we live. There's nothing in the town that we live in, but called the Spice Merchant, and they have this room of loose leaf tea. Oh. And so today we had to go in to get the teas to make this concoction that we make. But I was looking and there was a pear cinnamon, and I was like, oh, that sounds good. So I'm trying it, and it's not bad.
Wow, I'm sold. Yeah,
it's interesting. There's pieces of apple in it. There's apple flavor too. There were chunks of apple in the dried tea, and so it's just.
I'm not sold.
I'm trying to decide if I like it. I'm trying to decide if I like it. It takes me a little bit to decide if I'm liking it or not. But I haven't just put it completely down, so it's not disgusting.
See, I just drink Earl Grey.
Oh, Earl Grey. See, I can't drink too much Earl Grey. It gives me heartburn. It's annoying.
That's not right.
So.
Yeah, the Brit in the group can't drink Earl Grey.
And Gary, how about yourself, mate?
I'm not too shabby. Been out of country for 2 weeks, now back.
There we go.
Oh, there's Queen.
Yay, the gang's all here.
The gang's back. We're getting the band back together. Where is it? There's a fantastic fantasy novel. Is it Kings of the Wild, which is basically it's as if an adventuring party is a rock band, and it's all about getting the band back together, and it's
nice.
Love that.
Yes, Kraken, I think you did indeed just travel back in time to November.
Kraken. Remember when we all did this in November? Singing on the street. Okay.
Yeah, there was no singing in November.
I'm once again brought to you by Dayquil, so I will be singing, and then I will regret everything, but I won't care because
no regrets here.
Oh, see, I regret everything, and I don't sing, so don't worry about that.
Life's too short. Sing songs. Drink Earl Grey.
You will never say that again if you ever hear me sing. You just.
Are you like that soundbite on TikTok? The screaming one? Never mind.
I don't know that one, I'm afraid. But no, I'm more like. Yeah.
Wow.
Now that Dan and I have blown out everyone's eardrums.
I'm more like Robin Gibb with constipation.
You're the death metal equivalent of what Ember
Okay, Kraken needs all the singing. Oof, Jesus, no, yeah, no. So you're not invited anymore, mate.
Kraken, you're always invited to my parties.
Indeed. How's Jen doing? Haven't seen you for a while.
Pretty good. Still doing all the hockey stuff. I'm ready to be done with it.
When's season finishing?
The March.
March.
Oh,
You got a minute there.
Yeah. Hey, it's the end of January, for crying out loud.
don't
So-
remind me.
So it will be over before you realise it.
True.
So, to get us kicked off, I understand that somebody has a couple of new decks of cards. So we might as well let them do that side of things.
Which one do you want? Which one do we want?
Yes.
I'm not doing both because the descriptions for them are so long on both of them. So many pages. So we've got this one with really interesting, pretty art. And then this one that goes really, camera. Okay. This one that goes kind of deep.
I'm not saying anything. I
Don't
made no
just
joke.
shush your mouth. This is why we can't have nice things.
That is more philosophical.
Thank you.
That is more philosophical.
Kraken, I'm going to assume you meant in the ocean.
I picked up this today because I needed to carry it on after my little A&E trip.
What is it that you have? Oh my god.
Sex criminals.
It is the funniest thing alive. So funny.
Okay, seriously, someone pick a deck.
Oh,
I thought,
The one in your left hand.
yeah.
I don't have any in either
Zen.
hand
Go for
right
Zen.
now.
We need Zen. Give us Zen. The love
Zen.
of God, give us Zen.
Zen.
Give us Zen. We need
we
Zen.
desire so much to be Zen.
Yes, we do.
Okay. These cards are easier to shuffle too.
Oh, there you go.
Good.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Did you hear that? I can't shuffle like that. I'm terrified I'm going to bend the cards. And because I'm so terrified I'm going to bend the cards, I bend the cards. So I just spend about half an hour just basically dealing them and then redealing them and then
I have been playing and shuffling cards since I was like in early elementary school.
I have questions.
She just really likes cards.
We play a lot of we played a lot of rummy and pitch, like just at family gatherings.
My small human has learned how to play Uno, and there's no going back.
Oh, there's no going back, my
No going
friend.
back.
You will be playing for years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uno's great, though.
So this deck is set up like a tarot deck, but it's not named the same things.
Oh, sorry. Before we carry on, I just
Yes.
hadn't realised. Hello.
Oh,
Cat.
go ahead.
Mr. the cat.
Yeah, I don't call people Mister. I
We
call.
won't make it.
Okay, and I'm gonna run really quick and get my. Oh, never mind. I have some here. I need my reading glasses.
Oh yeah, I have contact lenses again.
Yay.
I can't do. Contacts throw me off. I tried them a few times. Every time I've worn them, my eyes just can't seem to comprehend not having the frame. So I'm like, no, this is weird. Don't like it. No.
I feel personally liberated.
Oh,
Your glasses
no.
suit you, Dan.
I have contacts, but I did not care for the multifocal contact lenses, and when I turned 40, I needed bifocals, and
Yeah, I'm with Kraken on this one. I'm like, So the new Batman film, the one with Robert Pattinson in it, one of his gadgets was eye lenses, and they showed you a zoom in of him taking these eye lenses. I'm like, no, get it away from me, no.
You just pinch. You just pinch.
Okay, so this deck is set up into major and minor arcana, but they're not like named the same things as the like regular tarot cards are. So I don't know what this like equates to. It's a major arcana card, but it is beyond.
Ooh, so pretty.
Beyond illusion. Sorry,
Illusion.
I am directionally challenged.
No,
Hold on, I will try.
That down.
I'm gonna hold it up and try and read at the same time. Okay, there.
I believe in you, Erica.
Okay. This is the only distinction between the dream and the real. Reality shows you to doubt, and the dream does not allow you to doubt. To me, the capacity to doubt is one of the greatest blessings to humanity. The religions have been enemies because they have been cutting the very roots of doubt, and there is a reason why they have been doing that, because they want people to believe in certain illusions that they have been preaching. Why have the people like Quantum Buddha been so insistent that the whole existence, except your witnessing self, except your awareness, is just ephemeral? Ephemeral, thank you. Made of the same stuff as dreams are made of. They are not saying that these trees are not there. They are not saying that these pillars are not there. Don't misunderstand because of the word illusion. It has been translated as illusion, but illusion is not the right word. Illusion does not exist. Reality exists. Maya is just the in between. It almost exists. As far as day-to-day activities are concerned, it can be taken as reality. Only the ultimate sense from the peak of your illumination, it becomes unreal, illusory. So beyond illusion is what.
Okay, that went on a bit, didn't it?
No, that's what I mean. They're very pretty, but they're a little. Oh, maybe the commentary part is the better part to read.
Okay.
Okay, so this one isn't okay. So sorry, I'm gonna read this part because this part seems better. The butterfly in this card represents the outer, that which is constantly moving, and that which is not real but an illusion. Behind the butterfly is the face of consciousness, looking inward to that which is eternal. The space between the two eyes has opened, revealing the lotus of spiritual unfoldment and the rising of sun awareness. Through the rising of the inner sun, meditation is born. This card reminds us not to look outside for what is real, but to look within. When we focus on externals, we too often get caught up in judgments. This is good, this is bad. I want this, I don't want that. These judgments keep us trapped in our illusions, our sleepiness, our old habits and patterns. Drop your opinionated mind and move inside. There you can relax into your own deepest truth, where the difference between dreams and reality is already known. Okay, I like that side better.
Yeah.
That side makes more sense to me. That other side was a little bit like, I don't know what I'm reading right now, but I'm saying the words.
Mm-hmm.
I felt bad because I dipped out in the middle because ADD. And then I came back and I was like, oh no, I don't understand. So when everybody else didn't understand it, I was like, oh, phew.
Yeah, I didn't understand it. I
Not
was
just me.
reading it.
So I got a whole hippie fight. Let's just like your opinion, man. Well, there was a meme for that, wasn't there? Oh, from the Lord of the Rings film where Gandalf goes to meet Saruman. Your love of the halfling's leaf has clearly clouded your mind. Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Well, and that's from the Big Lebowski originally.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my
That's-
god, I haven't seen that in years. I need to go back and watch that. Okay,
Yeah, it
so
all makes sense.
contrast between the outer world and the inner world, and not being judgmental and accepting stuff. Or
Not
Or
being
it is.
stuck in your old ways.
But it's hard.
Yeah.
Well, and one thing that like I find, and especially in, I don't know, Dan, if you find this in like working with your clients, well, and even me just as a human, doing all of the things that I do, like finding time to have that inner reflection to really know, like, okay, what do I think and what do I believe, and not just what I'm told, is really freaking hard.
That's why I don't bother.
I just
Yes.
live in my head 100% of the time, 120% of the time.
What's it like in there? Is it cozy?
It's very strange.
It's noisy.
Better than quiet.
Writing wise, and anybody in the chat, how do you respond to that? Maybe so the way I took it was kind of like giving yourself permission to just stick with what you're writing without necessarily questioning how good or bad it is. It's just like, just write the damn story and then worry about it.
There is no good or bad. This is all an illusion.
Basically, yeah.
Well, and I think also like being able to take people's feedback as just feedback, like even having, you know, if you guys were to read my stuff, like, and I respect you all in say like a lot, and I would feel very obligated to take all of the suggestions you would give me. And also at the same time, like, this is my story and I want to be true to it. And so like knowing that and having that balance and listening to myself and, you know.
Yeah, I've had moments with editing where I've refused to take someone's suggestion because I just want to stick more with my voice, or I've made a choice narratively, and I could give examples, but I probably don't need to. And yeah. But yeah, if you listen to everybody's opinion, you're going to lose track of your own sort of like thing that you're working on, you know, if that's writing or a piece of art or what have you.
I think that's something that new writers and new artists fall into, where they fall either way too much on the I listen to other people or way too much on the I'm a complete independent. And
Yeah.
it's not until we can find that balance where we actually grow in our field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think
I don't know how you like hone that inner voice though that steers you between, yes, I'm going to take that piece of feedback, or no, this is, you know, I feel strongly about this, and so I'm not going to make that change or that edit.
Well, I think it's the feeling strongly, you know, and being honest with yourself about your feelings. You know, at the end of the day, it's your piece. Everything else is just like your opinion, man.
Episode title.
And you know, if what somebody says makes sense to you, yeah, go for it. And if a lot of people are saying the same thing, then yeah, it would make sense to pay attention. But put it this way, we're going to have to do a session, a chat at some point about writing groups, and the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because I've had experiences of other writing groups. I know Gary has. I'm sure others here have as well. And there was one writing group. I was like, I don't care what you people say. You're crap writers. I mean, seriously, what? I'm sorry. You read that and you thought that was a good idea to read that out loud? Okay.
That's just like Dan's opinion, man.
Yeah, too right. No, it's every time I went to that place, I came away feeling like a worse writer, because it was all really toxic. Really, there was never. Oh my god, that was so good. It was like, oh, you should have done this. You should. Oh, I don't know what. And I was 2 words. The second one's off. How about that?
Wow.
So if the opinion / advice / critique is coming from a place of respect, then that makes it easier to take than if it's just some rando on the internet leaving a snide comment.
Sounds like a key element of a writer's group is collegiality. So, respecting other people and respecting your own work and being professional about it. And if all you have to say is something snide and terrible, then that's not really constructive to the person who did the work. That kind of getting to what you're saying? Kind of? Yeah.
One thing I always did in writers groups was make sure I had a balance between, okay, you need to fix this, but oh my goodness, this was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Sandwich.
Yeah, feedback sandwich, absolutely.
I think it's easy to give constructive feedback and then forget to make note of the things that you enjoy.
Yeah.
Because that's, when you're reading something, you're passively enjoying things, and it's nice to mark those and be like, this is a good idea. I laughed here.
This is what I love about sharing thing in Google Docs, because you can leave little comments, and I just think that's really fun.
That is nice. I just had to unpublish Banny Fuego from Wattpad, and I remembered as I was taking it down that there are lots of lovely comments from some people who just found the story and liked it, and so it was a nice feature to have there. People could highlight stuff and be like, this was funny, or
oh really?
Yeah. So I unpublished it, but I kept it so that I can look at those notes as I'm finishing up my edits.
What did you have it published in? What format?
On Wattpad?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, so a Wattpad is an ebook.
Okay.
It's yeah.
I just found out about it a few months ago, Gary, so don't feel bad.
No, it's mostly kids writing fan fiction. It wasn't a good place for it, but I tried it out.
Are you calling me old now?
No, I was an old on Wattpad. And I'm moving away from it because it's not a great home for stories if you're not 15 and writing about BTS. I can't believe I have another cold. I'm going to scream.
I was just thinking as you were talking about it, though, that sounds like a really interesting concept where you can have interaction between the writer and the audience that you don't get the written word. You get some of it in movies where people will clip it to YouTube and they'll dub over their comments, or with the written word. There's no feedback like that.
That's what I loved about writing fan fiction is I had some people who read all of my stories would almost you can't live comment on each line, but you can leave a comment, but they would leave very long comments of just different parts of things that they liked and things that I hate this character and I want to smack them, and oh, thank you for having this other character smack that character because they needed that. But that was I live and still I still get comments, and I still even though I'm much slower at responding to them now, I still respond to every single comment that someone leaves me.
There's nothing better than people getting reactions from your work. Like, yeah, all of it. I love that stuff.
As long as it's not like, okay, I can't take it anymore, I'm putting this book down.
No, not stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
5 pages into it.
You call that an opening line?
Yeah, because I've definitely read a first chapter of a book and said, you know what, I'm done.
That's always hard.
I've read a first page of a book, a first sentence of a book, and said, yes, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't ever comment on those. I just like set them aside.
Yeah.
Because like I don't feel like, and I don't even put like on like Goodreads. I don't do stars or anything like that for those. I just put them into a folder so that I know for future reference, but like, because that's just not my cup of tea. And I don't want, because I have had some really hurtful comments on some of my fan fictions. And I'm like, number one, I'm doing this for free and you don't have to read it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be an asshole and leave this comment. Like you, and it is so detrimental that I'm just like, I don't ever want to do that. And it's just like, I don't know.
No, it makes sense to me. I've been on a kindness campaign on social media lately because I'm just sick of people saying nasty things about each other to get clicks, and it's exhausting. And yeah, I think if you read a book and it's not for you, it's okay to just say, this is not for me, and then go about your business.
Leave.
You know?
Yes, because 100% what I write, both fan fiction and what I will, my fantasy novel series, my other novels that I want to write, like they will not be for everyone. And I am 100% okay with that.
Yep.
Don't be an asshole though.
I was putting a plot point out to my husband a few months ago, and he said, you know what? I think it's too many relationships. And then I told my sister about it, and she said, it's not for him. I was like, I'm gonna do this like love thing between these two characters. He's like, too many, and then my sister's like, do it!
But which of those two opinions made you happier?
Jenny's opinion, my sister's opinion, because she's my audience. She is an avid fantasy book reader, and
I mean, even if you take that bit away, even if you take the fact that she's your audience away, if that was like, if hearing that's like, yes, like good, that's what I wanted to hear, then that's the fine. Yeah.
And even not, if you want to write it, write it. Yeah. Chris Colfer said, and he is a best-selling author, said, if you want to write it, somebody will read it.
Yeah.
Who?
Chris Colfer.
I know entirely who that is.
He mostly writes young adult fiction. He wrote this series called The Land of Stories. And
is this the one that you were telling us about last time, Cerulean Sea?
No, that's TJ Klune.
Of course, I don't, because I remember that name.
But Chris Colfer, his books are they're written beautifully. They're fairly predictable for like adults to read through. But my daughter loves them. She's listened to the audiobooks and she like has all of the books and she's read them multiple times. But during COVID, he was releasing the second series of like those books, and because he couldn't do a book tour, he was doing like all of these live stream events, which was so cool because instead of like going to a book signing and getting like 30 seconds, we got an hour with him, which was so stinking cool. And like played games and question and answer. And some kid asked a question about, you know, I want to write this story, but I don't know if anyone will read it. And he said, if you want to write it, there are enough people in this world that someone will want to read it. Write it.
That's awesome.
And oh, that warmed my heart so much.
I love authors that are encouraging. After that debacle last week that bled into this week, it's like, oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness for the authors who are kind and encouraging and not gatekeepy.
Which debacle? Sorry.
Debacle.
Oh Lord, y'all didn't see it with I don't even want to name the author, but she just like came down on indie publishing, and it was a whole thing, and she got in big internet trouble, and then she issued an apology, and I actually stitched her video apologizing and had a
Oh, see, I heard about something about a friend of mine said something about something which meant nothing to me, and then another friend also said that not only had this person been a dick on this subject, actually they've been a dick for years, and put a link to this open letter that the author in question had sent to negative reviewers, and it was just like, just don't. Just don't. You do not. Just don't. Just don't chat back to your readers.
Yeah, and that was sort of my piece of advice, and I am astonished that she doesn't appear to have anyone doing social media management or coaching for her, because even her apology, like...
So what you're saying is you could have done with some robots and magic?
She could have. That's sort of why I stitched it, because it's part of how you show your skills. But I also, what am I trying to say here? I don't think that we should villainize people for making a bad video online. Like, if somebody shows that...
Oh, it was a video, was it?
Well, she made somebody asked her about indie publishing, and she just kind of waxed lyrical about it. How am I bringing this news to you all? Am I that terminally online? Don't answer.
You're in the know.
Okay.
You're our source of information.
We established that
I am not, though.
Who's not what?
I am not online.
Oh.
Yes, but we established that I spent 3 hours earlier listening to a 2.5 minute song on repeat. That's my level of engagement with the world.
You are also an accomplished therapist, whereas I am a business consultant who sits at home all day in the cavern of stuffies.
No, I'm just trying to keep the customers happy.
I'll just name her because it's so overblown. It's Lauren Laurel K. Winters.
I know who that is.
I do not.
I fucked that up. I look like a fool because Laurel K. Hamilton. Sorry, Laurel K. Hamilton. We cut that last part out. It was Laurel K. Hamilton, and she just, what am I trying to say? Yeah, she really just, somebody asked her about indie publishing. She said, no, never. It's a stupid idea. You'll never make money. I'm paraphrasing. Please go watch the videos on TikTok if you're in the internet right now and you're watching me say this in the future, because I'm not responsible for the mess ups that I make.
Disclaimer.
But she just ruffled all of the book talk feathers, because there are lots of successful indie authors out there. I mean, it gave me a moment of pause seeing that video. I was like, damn, I'm about to self-publish. But she was coming from a perspective that was, in the dark. And that's the part of it that I find really frustrating, is that people think that it's cool to just jump online and drop a thought without thinking, without looking at what they're about to say, without thinking about the impact that it might have. They're like, I am the expert here, and I'm just going blah, 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 blah. And she caused a lot of problems. She's, she caught a lot of heat, and she issued an apology. But what was my thesis statement here? Dayquil, make me stop. Somebody help.
Gary, what were you saying?
Gary!
I just quickly looked her up, and then my first thought was generational differences. This is the person that has been writing for longer than we've been alive, probably.
Oh, okay. So
That's
says
a
it
nice
all,
way
really.
to put it.
Well,
I guess there's that, but again, like I think if you are an author with a publishing deal, that you should get some kind of social media training. You should have somebody running that stuff for you. Like she has 30-something thousand followers,
Yeah,
and
that's a lot.
there's not someone there to like put a hand on her elbow and say, "Hey."
yeah, but don't forget, if there was, she'd be paying for that. You know, the publisher wouldn't be paying that for her.
I mean, also, I know a number of people who do not have PR people keeping them away from social media, and yet they are very,
And here we are.
and yet they're very famous.
Yeah. So
No, it's I and I'm not necessarily a PR person, a social media manager, or a PR person, or not totally, but like to me, these are the basics. These are the like.
It's because it's your realm. You understand it.
Well,
whereas who cares, frankly, you know. There'll be another anal person on the internet tomorrow, and the internet will be
There's no shortage of those people.
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure
No.
we can take outtakes from these streaming sessions, and
I have never said anything objectionable on the internet ever.
man,
Fact.
I'm not associated with Dan's thoughts, feelings, or opinions in any way,
Wait,
shape,
what?
or form, legally, casually, or anything else. I am a separate entity.
that's why there's a buffer between the two of you.
Yeah. A follow is not an endorsement.
I'd like to say that I am not in any way connected to Dan's thoughts.
Each of us here at the IWF values our own beautiful worldviews and colorful thoughts and opinions
Yes.
without endorsing.
Moving on. Anyway.
Is Kraken still here, or has our audience just run away from us screaming?
I don't. I think that
Wait, then stop.
we've got superstars. Superstar C and
Sean.
Superstar Sean.
but I don't know. The chat's gone quiet. But please say hi. We need the highs.
I'm just gonna call you Superstar.
I need a high. Ooh, I need a high.
It's illegal in the UK.
Of course it's not.
Nothing's legal. Okay.
Yeah, well, tell me about it. I've got painkillers, they count. So yeah, being as this is the first chat of the group since November, and we're in a whole new world, and we haven't just spent the past 40 minutes talking randomly, because when have we ever done that? Ever?
Look, I gave you the book talk news. Book talk news.
She kept us up to date with current events.
Yeah.
It was topical.
I want a jingle for that now, Amber. No, I know, but we need it pre-recorded.
Yeah, we could have a soundboard.
Oh God, can we please just become like Shock Jock DJs? I want a soundboard so bad.
Yes.
I mean, Dan's practically got one on his
Maybe
phone
I'll
already.
talk to the other member of our group and
Oh
see
yeah.
if he can arrange something like
Oh yeah! How do we do soundboards in StreamYard? I feel like StreamYard would support that too.
I feel like somebody could be hidden behind that curtain and just pushing.
that.
I need to request that we have the John Cena. Are you sure about that?
The what?
Are you sure about that?
Sure
No,
about
John Cena? No. Okay.
I got it. I'm with
Thank
you.
you, Jane.
I'm watching Sailor Moon again. That's how up to date I am.
Sailor Moon, the original, or Sailor Moon Crystal?
The original. I didn't realize Crystal existed until I googled it yesterday. because I read something about a relationship and I was like, well, these characters don't. Oh, okay, these are. Oh, there's something. Whoa, I am out of date.
What did you discover?
It was yesterday. I don't know what it was I discovered.
You said a relationship, and you made allusions to it being salacious.
No, not salacious. As in, I think they changed something. There was a relationship in the original Japanese dub that they changed for the American audience, and I've never actually
the
seen,
lesbian lovers, they turned into cousins, which was really awkward in the dub.
because I've never seen the dub. I've only ever watched it in Japanese, so I was like, what the hell's going on? And yeah, so I had to Google that to find out what they were talking about. And then so, oh, Crystal, what's this? Huh. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
So
you've got Sailor Neptune and Sailor Uranus making like googly eyes at each other, and then one of them's like, "You're my cousin," and it's like, okay, America.
fuck yeah.
It's awkward.
What?
So anyway,
so well, I will finish that thought. So New Year, what are we doing in 2024? What is our plan, individually / as a group? Because the last time anybody here had this conversation, it was when just Gary and I were here, and I immediately U-turned on everything I said in that. I mean, literally within about 2 hours, I changed the plans that I'd said I was going to be doing. So, what are we doing?
You need somebody to grab your hand to keep you away from the computer.
So yeah, basically. So go on, guys. What are we doing?
I'm finishing edits on Manny Fuego's Guide to Goodies, and then I'm putting sincere effort into finishing rewrites on my novel. And this is going to be the year that I publish 2 books. I don't know what that has to do with the group necessarily, meaning like I don't know what role the group will play. I mean, I know you guys are planning to arc read Manny Fuego's.
As much or as little as you want. That's what the group is here for.
I need all the support. I need people to kick me in the butt. Dan read the first chapter of my book, my fantasy book. Dan's over there. And didn't say no thank you or politely put it away. So
In fact, one could even say that he read it and said that it was really cool and he wants more of it.
he did say it was really cool. He did tell me that I had to describe the dragon more.
It was a dragon, of course. I said you had to describe the dragon more. You could have had 3 pages of description, and I would have said, describe the dragon more.
Yeah, take that with a grain of salt there.
No, I could describe the dragon more. Like it was helpful. Because it's a fucking dragon.
Yeah, that's right.
But what, is it a wyvern? Is it a
fucking dragon?
How many legs does it have?
4. How many?
There you go then. That's all right.
Dragons typically have.
Are 2 of those legs actually part wings?
No, 4 legs and wings.
That's all right then. Okay. See, Gary, you and we're on the same wavelength here.
No, wyverns are stupid. There, I said it.
Was it what else? Back in back in my Warhammer days, there was one army that had wyverns, and as well as all the rest were dragons, and a mate had one, and I had a war hydra. Mine didn't even have wings, and it was cooler than this guy's thing.
All right, I need the rest of you to weigh in. Wyverns, up, down, side.
They're the poor man's dragon.
Why eat hamburger when you can have steak?
I actually like hamburger better than steak.
Nobody likes wyverns better than dragons. It was a poor analogy, and I apologize.
Anybody else have any particular hopes, thoughts, plans for this year?
Or strong feelings about fantasy creatures that need to be.
Or strong feelings about fantasy creatures? Yeah.
I think just keep writing. Because it's the 26th, and I've still written nothing this month.
Woo!
Yeah.
But I have what? How many days do I have left to hit my 10,000 words?
Oh,
Well, this is you,
well.
so you'll be fine. You'll have that sorted tomorrow.
Yeah,
You can do it
Because
tomorrow.
that's
Yeah, you
my
can do it.
goal.
you
What?
can do that in 3
Five.
days.
5 days plus the rest of today. So
You got this.
Yeah,
I
you,
got
you.
I do.
Or you could just maybe not put the pressure on you to.
Well, and if it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. I told Ember earlier, like my executive functioning this month it's been a big struggle. And so I've like everything on my to-do list feels the same sense of urgency, which means it needs to be done right now. And so it's overwhelming and nothing has gotten done.
I know that feeling very well. And it's awful.
So
I live in that state a lot.
it has been exceptionally bad this month, and I don't know why. So hopefully it will chill out enough for me to like do something I enjoy, and maybe then get me back on like, I don't know, maybe not like everything needs to be done right now, right this minute.
The decision fatigue is it can be so intense. Is there anything that helps make the choice progression easier, or is it just kind of there right now?
I don't know.
Just in it.
I think I just have like, I have a page of my to-do, like a full typed out page of my to-do list that is 2 columns long, and it's all one color right now. So in my brain, it's all the exact same.
Right, I'm
Priority.
I'm thinking, okay, well, I can tell you how to get some of that started. Get
Yeah.
rid of the to-do list and just take one of them.
No, I need to go through and color code it because that's what helps my brain. So
I was
maybe
gonna say, do what you do in your writing, break out the dice, and figure out where
so
The
Yeah.
color coding helps. I color coded my to-do list this week, and I only have one thing left
that's awesome.
out of like 15 things. Because I was in the decision fatigue last week and couldn't get anything done. It was really terrible.
Whereas I don't do to-do lists because that way I don't realize what I'm not doing until I haven't done it. And somebody says, Daniel, you're supposed to do this. Was I? Oh, okay. Best do it now then, hadn't I? No, you were supposed to have done it last week. It's too late now. Oh, well, sucks to be you, I guess. No, it sucks to be you, don't you? Yeah, nope, sucks to be you. Thank you for agreeing with me. Bye.
See, we each have our own process.
This week, I have been trying to get a submission for an academic journal. Just submitted. I'd finished writing it. I just had to fill in a form, email it over. It took 5 emails from me to get this thing over to this other person. And this person, okay, Daniel, now you need to do this. Yeah, but I've just done that. No, you didn't do it right. Oh, okay, how about this? Yeah, you did that. No, but you still didn't do this. Okay, how about this?
Oh no, I just realized I have an appointment late this afternoon. No, why must you remind me of things?
Yeah, because I said so much about appointments.
No, but you said things and that you were doing.
Triggered it.
Oh, you
Triggered
triggered
her.
something.
I
How
am
dare
a very.
you trigger her?
I trigger a lot of people.
It should be quick. I just want to go lay down. I have a headache. I have to be upright. I don't want to be upright.
Jen, okay, well, we've got to wrap this up then, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't. I have to go get a kid and then be upright and look after him and then be upright and go to this appointment. Too
Sorry.
much upright.
Jen?
I'm hoping to start narrating again. I was sick and I still haven't been able to do anything with my voice. It was messed up from coughing for weeks. So. But I really want to focus on my YouTube channel and do a lot of stuff on there. So that's my goal for this year.
anything on the writing front, or is that just going to take a back seat?
I think that'll take a back seat. If I write, it'll be for the narrations.
And that includes our stuff?
Yes, I do need to edit my anthology stories, and hopefully we can get those things done.
Cool. Gary, I know you and I went through ours last time, but that was
ages ago.
nearly a month ago. So, how about yourself?
So this month is pretty much shot. 3 out of 4 weeks I am in travel status. So, and then the week I'm not in travel status, I'm in recovery mode. So February is looking good to dive back into things.
There you go.
But yeah, my goal for this year is to finish 3 stories. One being the archaeological story with the temple. One being a story set on the coastline of the shared world. And then another one being bureaucratic pirates.
Yes. I thought one was the pirate one because I remember you talking about that the day that my dad ended up showing up way earlier than I thought he was going to. Yes, the pirate one.
I pulled that one out, dusted it off, and was surprised that I hadn't worked on it in 2 years.
It's funny how that happens.
Because I had a lot of momentum on that one, and then something must have happened. I'm not quite sure what that.
Oh yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah, what happened 2 years ago?
I don't know, because 2.5 years ago is when we moved.
Yeah.
So 2 years ago, Christmas? I don't know, maybe Christmas happened. I never came back.
Christmas lasted a year.
Yeah. Because that we did have a massive, just everything. Because this was IWF pre new members, and everything just disappeared, didn't it? Just until Dan had a meltdown. Said, right, guys, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep doing this. We've got to stop. Okay, do you know what, Dan? What the perfect solution to your not being able to do this anymore? Let's start a fucking YouTube channel.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to cut something off my hand, and it's not.
3 stories, and then edit 2 stories. And I'm hoping to finish the editing before my birthday.
And when is your birthday?
In March.
In March. All right, then. I'm going to keep a mental note of that.
Mental note's gone now.
No, she's like
really trying to hold it. Like, I'm going to forget, but then I'm going to remember again, and then I'm going to forget.
I've known him for 20 years. I don't know when his birthday is.
I was more thinking that his goal is to get to that by March. Next time we get together, I will
Hey, I've known me for 40 years. I'm still not entirely sure I know when my birthday is.
I had to calculate my age the other day. I wasn't sure.
oh boy.
And what about us as a unit? What are we planning on doing?
Keeping each other motivated.
Supporting each other.
Abusing the eardrums of all the watching people.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
App in the chat if you're still here.
Apparently there is one. So,
Kraken just abandoned us without fan.
without even saying goodbye. I don't know. She can't get the staff these days. And we pay that guy to do one thing. One thing we are doing soon. It's not next weekend. Is it the weekend after? We're doing the whole.
Yes, we need to figure out what time we want to do this because it goes from Friday night to Sunday morning. So are we thinking sometime on Saturday?
I think Saturday is going to be the best for us as a group to get together and
I
have
think
the
so.
full cast.
Yeah, so if we could nail down some times, then I could sign us up with Ocelot.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Well, we won't. We won't do that now because nobody wants to see us do admin.
We can work that out in our
But
chat. But yeah, just if everyone
we need to do that the next 24 hours if we can.
Yeah, look at your calendars and get back to me.
My Saturday's wide open, so.
Okay. I'm thinking more like Saturday afternoonish, but I don't know if that would work for you, Dan, because that would be your evening time.
Yeah, should be. Should be. I mean, even if it isn't, I can join in at a later point or an earlier point, whichever. If it's going to have to be a fairly long sit down, isn't it? Because
I mean, not necessarily, because however much time we want to do, we just have to make sure there's someone lined up that we can raid right after, just to keep
it. We could do
it.
a couple of hours, but
yeah, we could, yeah.
Yeah, but the point I'm making is we'll make it work regardless.
Okay.
So yeah, just do what. I mean, it's a Saturday, so your afternoon, as long as we don't stay up until 7 p.m. your time. Well, no, 7 p.m. I could do your time. It's only midnight. So yeah, as long as we don't do 9 p.m. your time, I'm fine. So
yeah, okay.
All right, let's look into it. But yeah, if you're watching,
whoever you are, thank you, and you're clearly paying very, very close attention to what we're saying. So see you here next week.
Next Saturday in the afternoons.
What exactly is it? It's reading.
Read aloud marathon.
Yep.
Read aloud our own stuff, or read aloud.
It says celebrate reading aloud, storytelling, and sharing literature live. Although I'm guessing the literature would have to be in the public domain for us to read it live. I don't know.
Let's check in.
I will find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I've spent money on these books. I reserve the right to read the damn things.
Yeah. So we'll make sure we get that sorted.
Yeah. Okay. But
I do not continue ban on us and we delete that episode.
Indeed.
Yeah.
That will definitely depend on what I read. If it's something that's already been published or
yeah.
We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. But so, as a group, though, just sticking with that last part of the conversation, I don't know. I'm not getting massive "let's do this, guys" vibes. It's like
I'm just sick, but I am excited.
Do what?
For next week or us?
No, just the year ahead. I'm like, what we're doing for 2024. I'm like, let's just support each other. Oh, okay.
Oh no, I'm excited. I love
we're doing that anyway.
What do you want from us? A dance number?
Well, I thought that went without saying.
You do not want to see me dance.
I kind of do, actually. I think you'd find it horrifying letting me see that, but I would think I would find it hilarious.
Yes, probably.
Cool. Okay. Well.
No, I like so ADHD and oh my God, what is the word?
Autism.
No,
Discombobulated.
shush.
You got the pincher.
Oh, I can't think of it.
You can do it, Erica.
No,
Pyromaniac.
when you have someone there, but they're not
Body
really.
doubling.
Thank you. That I'm like, it's right there. I don't know.
I win.
How in God's name did you get to body doubling from that?
Because it's a thing that we do.
It is. So when we are here, and especially the days that we write and stuff, that is body doubling for me, because y'all are writing while I'm writing. And even though, I mean, even if you're not writing, in my brain, you're writing, and it's just it's very helpful for my brain to do the thing that I like, and I want to do it, and I enjoy doing it.
So we're still talking about writing, right?
Yes, writing. Yes.
Yes.
But it's just
Whoa.
it's just how, so my daughter, she hates to clean her room. But if I go and I sit on her bed, even if I am reading a book, if I am sitting in her room, she will clean her room so fast because there is another person in there.
Also, get the hell out of my room, Mom.
Now, the
She asked
physical or
me to-
implied presence of another human being somehow enables us to executive function in a way that we cannot do when we are by ourselves. I do not understand the neuroscience of it, but it is a thing, and sometimes I do it on my Twitch channel.
That makes sense.
I'm the other way around. If people are here and I try and do anything, it's I can't even go to the toilet when there's somebody stood next to me. It's just just get away from me. Just no.
I mean,
Wow. That was someplace else.
Hey, you have walls between you and ladies' toilets.
We do. I don't know how you all do it. It's barbaric.
I don't.
Wrong.
That's the point I've just made.
yeah, I don't either.
I need
Yeah.
privacy. I would like to be by myself. I'm not ashamed of what I'm doing, but I just would like to have some me time.
Some privacy.
Oh no, the male bathroom design is completely flawed.
No, I have a trans masculine friend who is always complaining about the men's bathrooms. Apparently, you guys camp on the toilets when you poop. You just camp there. I don't know.
No, we don't need to.
I don't know what that means.
Meaning, people just stay there forever.
Sometimes it's the only alone time you get in a day.
Trying to get to the bathroom and the stalls are just occupied for long stretches of time.
Oh my God.
I need
We're
some
done
alone
20 minutes
time.
ago.
Well, that you do. There's always a queue for the ladies' toilets, never for the blokes.
Mm-hmm.
We
This
There's a
is
reason for that.
True.
But anyway, yes, I know. I'm as I say, I have the opposite problem. I can't work when I can't do anything when there are people looking over my shoulder.
What about us all together online here as a group writing? Are you able to get stuff done?
Oh, I'm able to get stuff done, not necessarily writing. Fiction, I can write scripts for stuff, but even then, it's painful. Fiction, no, I can't. I haven't been able to write fiction here because I'm yeah.
It's been helpful for me.
It's helpful for me.
Me too.
Okay, fine. I get it. I'm the odd one out. Okay.
Yeah, you weirdo.
But does it inspire you to do fiction later after we meet? Or no, you just need to be alone.
Oh yeah. It's no, get away from me. No.
I don't think Dan requires inspiration from others. I don't think Dan requires inspiration from others to do his thing. I think
we do. We're codependent.
Just perfect. He's self-reliant. He doesn't need other humans to help him work.
He did today, though. He needed us today.
He sent up the bat signal? I was not going to point that out, but since you pointed that out, he did send up the bat signal and ask us to come together.
So you do need us.
You love us, Dan.
I find it adorable
You're
that
done.
you took from that.
We're projecting.
Yeah.
I
Pretty
just need a lot of affirmation, okay? So I'm just going to take it from you by force.
Mm-hmm.
Are you shaking the mug off
genuinely
of
love
yourself
what
for
you're
the
talking about.
new affection from other humans?
Ugh, ugh, get it off. Get it off. Ugh. People being nice. Ugh,
What is
that
that?
smell. Ugh.
I think to close out, we should each say something nice about Dan.
Don't.
Careful, he might not come back.
Don't scare him away.
There's a mite in that conversation.
Don't scare him away.
But that was very well done. I salute you. But I take it we're all out of conversation unless anybody else has anything they want to.
Yeah, we could probably continue on this same vein for like the next 6 hours, but yeah.
Good. I have to go get my peanut from school, though.
I have to go get dinner.
It is dinner time here as well.
What's for dinner tonight?
Wings.
Oh, I love wings.
Gary, what are you having?
It's a good question. I've been locked up here for a while. I don't know. Last night heated a frozen pizza. So tonight, the sky's the limit.
Mm. It'll be reheated pizza from the sound of it.
I'm making chicken fajitas and cilantro lime rice.
Yummy.
Can I come over?
Sure.
Only take me about 10 hours to get there.
I mean, yeah. Not too
Round
long.
trip. Well worth it.
Midnight dinner.
Well, on that note then, lovely seeing everybody again. Thank you to the 2, maybe 3 people who turned up and said hi and bye. And we'll see you all
next week.
Whenever we can be asked doing this again.
Monday.
Saturday.
Monday.
Monday. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.